During recent years, the world has challenged a number of epidemics which have appeared to be of significant threat for human and animal health. Epidemics which have caused a great damage to global livestock sector. This includes the avian influenza, African swine fever and a number of other zoonotic diseases. Armenia has also faced a problem. Since 2006, Avian Influenza Preparedness Project was launched in Armenia, made up of 3 components with $6.25 million USD credit allocation. 2 of 3 components, animal health and public awareness, are implemented by the Agriculture Reform Support Project Implementation Unit, State Institution of Ministry of Agriculture, and the human health component is implemented by the Health Project Implementation Unit, State Agency of Ministry of Health. A series of activities have been implemented until today through the project. Particularly, 40 rapid response as well as isolating and disinfecting teams should be mentioned, which have been supplied with all the necessary equipment and transportation means, which ensures the opportunity of active monitoring of animal diseases. As a result, disease detection and prevention activities have become more rapid and targeted. Wide scale of activities were implemented to renovate, reconstruct, as well as furnish and provide computer network for the food safety and veterinary state inspection of MOA. A great support through the EU AHI facility grant was provided for the National Animal Disease Surveillance System TA and re-equipment. At the border inspection points of the FSVSI, refurbishment and re-equipment of the offices was realized, which gives the opportunity for better organization of disease control activities. Through EU AHI facility grant, 10 Mars laboratories have been renovated and 3 of those have been refurbished and supplied with all the necessary equipment for preliminary diagnosis. Rehabilitation of Republican Veterinary Anti-Epidemic and Diagnostic Center, according to BSL 2+ requirements, is implemented through the project. The design of the building was done using the grant funds allocated through the same grant sources by UAB GAIRIGA, Lithuanian International Design Company. After the rehabilitation of the building, it should be accredited to international ISO 17025 standards. Having a BSL 2+ veterinary laboratory, Armenia will be able to not only diagnose animal diseases correctly and in a timely manner, but will also have the opportunity to export animal and plant origin products from Armenia to EU countries. In the areas where risk is considered to be higher for avian influenza, active monitoring in wild birds was carried out. Activity includes monitoring of number, migratory paths, periods of migration and places of nesting of birds. The above-mentioned activities, as well as field simulation exercises implemented in Tehut community in 2008 with the participation of veterinarians, human health practitioners, specialists from the Ministry of Emergency Situations, were carried out through PHRD Japanese grant. For raising the public awareness on the issue of avian influenza, as well as other zoonotic diseases, radio and TV emissions were prepared and broadcasted. Brochures and booklets were distributed among the population, as well as appropriate information was made available on the internet. Working conditions of hotlines of corresponding structures of MOA and MOH were improved by providing computers and furniture. Strategy on public awareness and mobilization for avian influenza and other zoonosis outbreaks was developed, which includes key elements of public awareness measures during disease outbreaks. Public awareness activities have also been implemented through PHRD. A number of qualification and skills improvement trainings were carried out for the FSVSI RVADC staffs through AHI facility and PHRD grant funds. This includes 10 different profile training programs, among them participatory disease surveillance, biosafety, the role of mass media in case of outbreaks and spread of zoonotic diseases, and livestock biosafety, biosecurity, preliminary diagnosis and control of diseases should be highlighted. During 2010, a number of activities still continue. The Mehri BIP construction is underway. Besides, an animal disease prevention and control fund will be established in Armenia, which will allow a better coordination of compensation procedures to the owners of dead and mandatory slaughtered animals. The above-mentioned activities implemented in cooperation with 2 ministries do not reflect the overall picture of avian influenza preparedness project. They merely summarize the wide range of activities implemented in Armenia. Of course, this is not the end of our activities, and a lot of things still need to be done. Armenia Avian Influenza Preparedness Project is an example of how a country can avoid introduction of HPAI, and the project can be modified to cover other activities. Control not only HPAI, but also other zoonotic diseases.